I'm truly out here today, like morning sun, fresh after drop off, not a care in the world, not a thought in my head except for what is to be done today before I go to work. Um, there's nothing like making a video to make you realize how many times you say, um. Wow. What is my inspiration today? How can I clear my head to bring forth a greatness? I have no clue. I have none. I have none. But I do know that I already don't want to do videos. I'm ready to throw in the towel. And this is the fourth one. So, or fifth one. I really don't know. I am trying my best to overcome. I don't even really think it's self-doubt at this point. Because I have no intention behind this except for to reacclimate myself with making content, possibly staying current-ish. Personally, I love technology and social media when it comes to being able to connect to someone who's a million miles away. You know, they don't live in your city, they don't live in your state, they don't live in your country. Boom, here you go, you can do it. I also love being able to Google, research anything. Just I be hey, old girl, I ain't gonna say it, might mess up something right now, but say her name, ask the question. I love that. I think it is amazing. But what I don't love is how consuming it can be. Like, I won't even allow myself to look at social media until it's late night in bed before I go to sleep. If I do it in the daytime, I will look up, hours will be spent, especially TikTok. TikTok's my jam. I don't even get on Instagram and Facebook anymore. I still have it. I will eventually at some point, but like if I'm pulling it up to look, I'm looking at TikTok. I want some content from these different creators that are just everyday folk that are just speaking some truths, and I just love it. Oh my gosh, that is a hawk. Wow. Child was here, he blazes his mind right here. Like, it is up on the pole where I was hoping to put a future bat house. So beautiful. Feathers, boy, they're looking nice. But oh yes, the social media to overran. Yeah, I only really like TikTok. I like to hear from people all over the world, like what's like really happening. It'll get you upset though, but not upset enough. But clearly, other people do not have an algorithm like me, and they get on and they just see like dumb dances and people singing and makeup. I really don't know. Mine, when I pull up my For You page, I mean, we got conspiracy, we got there will be tons of gardening, tons of DIY, crafting central, foods, because I love cooking, and a very small percentage of my friends. I try not to follow people I know. I don't, and it's nothing against them. If they really need followers or something, yes, but a lot of times their content isn't even going to come on my For You page because, you know, my rhythm is like, they don't seem to be putting out nothing you like. So that ain't for you, girl. But, man, I'm lost. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm bad. I'm like Stone Age when it comes to these things. I mean, I know how, I just don't care. I would rather spend time with the person who's there with me than look at something on the phone. Like old school. Like I liked that. I hate that. I feel that these technologies have taken the place of normal old school things we used to always do. And if it didn't take the place, it definitely made its presence known even when you're doing things with other people now. And that's so crazy. But yeah, I don't like to follow people. I know, because if I can run into you on the streets, I'll be like, yeah, tell me all the tea now. Instead of, oh, I saw you. I'm like, I did not see you. People are always like, did you see it? I didn't. I didn't. Now, sometimes I will, because I have to get on to do something else. And if you happen to be in that top section as soon as I am on, I will see it. But I'm not going to scroll hard. I'm basically just on there to load up something or look at something and I'm off. And like I said, for me, it's just been TikTok. And I don't follow hardly anyone I know on TikTok. I just look at things and make comments. Oh, it's so great. But, yeah. I said to myself, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to ramble off the top before I even do anything. Like, I haven't done my morning meditation. I haven't pulled my tarot card yet. I haven't done my morning toke. I have just done the drop-offs and made the cup of coffee. Poured the cup of coffee. Gerald already gets it made in the morning for me, but I said I was going to show up, so I'm showing up. I've been trying to learn. That Set Boundaries book talks about boundaries that we break, don't set, don't oblige by, abide by, don't all the things. And one portion, she speaks on the boundaries that we break with ourselves. And I have never thought about a boundary that I gave to myself and how I don't follow them. But there are so many, you know, when it comes to my time, when it comes to my lifestyle, what I want to do, conversations I want to have, things like what I do for myself, my health, my just well-being, wellness. I say what I want and then I won't do it, which is then disrespecting my boundary for me that I put in place for me. And it also makes me think of something my friend Marche was talking about when she talks about how she can't stand going to the gym, but she knows her body is like, you need this. This is where you are supposed to be. Sorry that you don't like it. And when she said it, I was just like, well, yeah, you know, it goes back to the boundaries. Like, your body is like, this is what we do. Like, if you want to run highly and efficiently with all the operating systems, then you need to show up. You need to put in that work. Like, I'm not going to be this way without this. So, you know, she does it anyways on days that she hates it. And I was just like, yeah, because you got to show up for you because it's your boundary. And sometimes I wish there was a different word besides boundary because I feel like so many people have said it. And I don't think they truly even get all the meanings. But, I mean, once you know that, I get why we want to use the word boundary. But it just goes so deep. It just goes deeper than you'd ever imagine. But I said all that to say, there's a portion in the book where this might not have been in the book. This might have just been something that I had seen, and they talk about how you can be somewhere and maybe there's a new group of people, and someone is rude to somebody, disrespects their boundary, 100%. Blah 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 blah. Everybody else in that situation, they might not be like that person. And they don't want to be rude like them and disrespect them. But once it's happened and you don't stand up for yourself, it then kind of gives the go-ahead to others to also be lightweight disrespectful and habitually boundary cross, you know? So that concept alone, which I've experienced that, I've seen it happen to many people. I go, is it the same even with ourselves? Because we say we want to do whatever. Your friend sees, well, she says she wants to work out and she says she doesn't want to eat this, but then when we go somewhere, she don't want to do it and she will eat all the things. So they see you disrespect your boundaries, and then you be mad when they don't respect your boundaries. So, all that to say is this month I am really focusing on respecting my own set of boundaries and also realizing, what are my boundaries? What is it that makes Adrienne thrive at the highest of levels? And how can I withhold that standard without compromising and be happy with myself? Like, that one's a hard one. Sometimes I think, oh, I'm making schedules, I'm making rules, and I just like to be free. But, you know, true freedom actually does come from making my schedules, making my rules. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm making the schedule, I'm making the rules. So I don't know what I'm resisting. Like, years when I worked for other people, I could blame it on that. Like, I can't stand my manager here, and every time I'm working, I just leave feeling god awful, and it's just the worst ever. And my life. Now here I am at 3 years in my entrepreneurial state, you know, working for me. And for people who still work for the man, I'm just let you know that stuff still comes up. It actually has nothing to do with those people. It is something to do with you. I mean, yes, of course, you know, outside circumstances, there's nothing we can do about those things. But the mindset, the choices, that is still always you. How you show up for you. How you respect you. What are your boundaries? What you will and will not do. Like, we as a people are just, even me as just myself, I feel like I need a deeper knowing of that. Because it's almost one of those things that you don't know it's a problem until it's a problem. But what if we did know? Like, why am I so afraid to know what I will and won't stand for? You know, beyond like the basic things. That's some deep discovery work that I'm all about. Even though I'm out here looking around at the garden and I'm just like, I can find that out when I'm working in the garden too. Like, life is grand and beautiful. Look at Gigi, where you going? Oh, okay. Hi, Dickens. Hi. Now move before you mess up my stuff. Anyways, ooh, hey, final minute. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Please go. It's gonna be a beautiful day. I work later today, doing some beautiful heads of hair. Gonna make people look fabulous for the next 3 days. Gonna love myself. Gonna figure out my boundaries for me that I need to respect. Gotta get my foot under control. This bone spur, man, I'm like, when is the specialist gonna call me? I'm gonna figure that out today. Y'all don't need to know all that. But I'm just saying that because I want to get back out there and get to walking. And it's my season. I love being out. I just like being outside. So even when it's like super hot, right now it's perfect. So love you all. Love the world. Love myself. Love life. Have a good one.